Hello YouTubers, Buck Run here. Thought I'd give you one of my garden updates. Haven't done one in a while. I don't know if you can see them, but there's all the strawberries I planted. They just don't seem to be taking off very good. I think it's just because it's been so dry. Okay, here's the pumpkins. Some of them look kind of sickly and some of them look pretty good. They don't seem to be growing real good. There's one that's real thirsty. That's one of the things we're going to do today. There's one that's dying. We want to water. These down here seem to be doing a lot better. And then we got one down there all by itself and it looks thirsty too. Horseradish, it grows deep, so it's not so water dependent, rain dependent. It's looking good. Here's my cucumbers. We've been picking a few. Not enough to bother with trying to pickle yet. But I got pickles all the way down here. I don't think I have any of these right here on the vine right now, but they are a white variety. Right there's one. It's a little bit green, but if you look at the bottom side, it's going to be pretty white. They're kind of neat. The sun hitting them makes them turn a little green. My gourds, birdhouse gourds, have been doing good. And I got a little patch of black beans here, along with this whole row. I had thistles bad, and I sprayed for thistles, and it drifted and got some of my beans there, and a few of them in there. But here's some more that got burnt. But here's some real nice ones growing here. I still don't have any black beans on there yet. I see some bees and some blooms. Usually I plant a bunch of zucchini, and we have zucchini coming out our ears. This year I planted 3 plants. One of them died, and we've gotten 1 zucchini, and there's another one on the vine, or on the plant. Here's my yellow wax beans, and they sure are spotty. And then these are the Italian flat beans. And a short row there. I picked some of those today. My celery is coming out the top here. Eggplant, if you can find them. There's a dead one. Things just aren't doing too good. There's some peppers. But those peppers look pathetic. And cabbage, it should be way bigger than that. I need to take these cages off now. There's a pepper. They don't look like they've grown much since I took them out of the container. There's a pepper in there growing I could pick. Some little peppers there. But look at those little peppers. Here's some tall ones, but they still look kind of spindly. And my tomatoes, everything's just thirsty. Here's my onions, and they sure do look good until you come down here and look at that. They're all tops, no bottoms. There's a little bigger one in there. Hopefully the bottoms catch up to the tops. My beets are looking good. I picked a few here. There's 3 beets. I think I'll be canning beets next weekend. Get out of the shot. I dug a couple hills of potatoes, and they are kind of disappointing, and that's all the beans I got picked today. Nothing's happening fast. My potatoes are still green, so they're still growing. If we could get one of those rains come through here. Okay, this is my corn. I didn't get it out till almost the last minute, and then it came up so spotty. It was too late to replant, so I'm not going to have a whole lot of sweet corn. I got a one long row of sunflowers over here. I always like growing sunflowers. I always keep the tallest one and with the biggest head for seed for the next year. Let's go down and look at my squash. This is all winter squash. I think it was, is it R.H. Chumway or something like that that sells seeds? What I did was I went through their catalog and bought just about every variety of winter squash that they sell. I mixed them all into my planter and I just planted as far as they'd go. Looks like one's croaked, maybe two. Trying to keep them watered. But I was hoping that would fill up this whole area of the garden. Not on a dry year like this. Then we got my varmint security system here. I've not seen it come on, but my wife has seen the lights on once when I was at work. I always come home, run down the road right there, and I look back here on my way home from work and check to see if the lights are on. That pile of stuff right there has got to go. I got rabbits in it, and I think there might even be a groundhog, something pretty big moved around in it today. So as soon as we get some rain, I'm gonna burn this pile. I just don't want it catching the whole countryside on fire. There's a few sunflowers and there's a potato growing in it. But it's stuff from the garden and from my wife's flower beds and the Christmas tree from last year. Some grass that I want to get out of there. And my horse manure pile. I've been working at turning this over into there. And I got to make a trip down the road today to get some more. This is inside the back part of my barn. What you hear ticking is my sweet corn protection. But I keep all the garden stuff back here. It's a wreck. My deer target. There's a bunch of those cages. There's a bunch more back there. Hanging up there. My yard sprayer. I got to get a new belt for that tiller. I rebuilt that one. And there's the one I bought last year to replace that one with. All my sprinkler heads, they should be out so I could use them, but work gets in the way of all this fun. More rabbit fence up there. This is where I keep all the stuff for working in the garden. Those are from last weekend. Someone's too lazy to clean up after me. But it's about lunchtime, and I'm gonna have one. Sit down in my chair so I can stare out over my garden. See if I can open a can with one hand. Oh yeah. I still got it. I think I'm going to fill that white bucket up with water and put some Miracle-Gro in it and just carry it around in 5-gallon buckets and give everything a drink today. And hook up my soaker hoses. I still haven't hooked up those soaker hoses for the tomatoes. I got the soaker hose run along each one of those. That'll help them. I've been watering my cucumbers every couple of days, giving them a good drink just so they don't have those cucumbers with the little skinny end on them. So far they've been looking good. I was thinking about making a video and showing you each variety of pepper that I've got and what the leaves look like, because they all look a little different. But I'm kind of ashamed of my pepper plants. But I still might do it. Well, I hope your gardens are doing better than mine. And remember, I have that contest going on, so make a video of your garden and your canning stuff and what your plans are for this year and future plans. I'm watching them. And thanks for watching my video. Hope it wasn't too long. Take care.